Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Maria. And if you want to see this review / first impression on the new KVD Serum Foundation, then please keep watching. So I did apply my skincare product, so I'm just going to be going in with the primer, and this is the KVD Locket Primer, and the packaging, as you guys can see, is beautiful, as well as the foundation. It is glass. I really like the detailing on the foundation. It looks really beautiful, and this is how they look side by side. The primer does retail for $34, and the Good Apple Full Coverage Transfer Proof Vegan Serum Foundation is for $42. So that's how much they retail, and I did get the foundation in the shade 51. So I did just put a little bit of that KVD primer, and it is supposed to have rice water, and it is supposed to be very hydrating. I'm only applying the primer on the right side of my face, and the left side I'm applying nothing, no primer. I really do like the texture. It feels almost like gel and silicone. I don't know, it's kind of like a weird mixture, but honestly I really do like how it feels. It feels really nice, and as you can see, it did blur my pores. It did make them look a lot more smooth, and my skin just looks a lot nicer. So what do you guys think? Left side, like I said, has no primer, and the right side does have the KVD Locket Primer. So I'm just adding a little bit more just to see if I can make sure that my skin looks a little bit more blurred, but honestly it's up to you if you just want to go in with a little bit or a lot. So I did decide to get the primer so I could see if it's actually worth it. So far, like I said, it feels really nice on the skin, and it does feel a little bit tacky, not too much, but I will tell you guys the end result, my final thoughts at the end of the video, so keep watching if you want to see that. So I'm going to be applying a pump of the Serum Foundation, and it is runny. Of course, it's supposed to be a serum, and the color match wasn't the best. I did get two shades, the 51 and 36, but the 36 I didn't even try it on because the 51 was a little bit light, so I just figured that the 51 was light, then the 36 wouldn't have worked for me. So I don't know if it oxidized on me, but it did look kind of light at the beginning, but then throughout the day it did look like a pretty good match. So please let me know if you had the same exact issue or if it was just me, but I feel like it did oxidize on me. But just bear with me, we are going to be bronzing up the skin, so just to make everything just look a little bit more balanced. And the shade that I did pick up, like I said, was 51, and it is supposed to be medium with warm undertones. So I'm only applying it to half of my face, and as you guys can see, the difference is huge. It is very full coverage. And now this is a picture with all the models, and I did choose it based off of the models, and I think that 51 was supposed to be my best shade, but as you guys can see, it's not that great. I guess I'm still not that good at choosing my shade. But anyways, you guys will be the judge of that at the end of the video. Please let me know. So I am going to be going with another pump, and the KVD Good Apple Serum Foundation is supposed to be transfer proof, extreme longwear, natural finish, and it's supposed to be a serum light feel, sweat humidity resistant, 100% vegan, cruelty free, and it has luxe recyclable glass bottle. So I am going to be seeing if it is transfer proof, extreme longwear, if it is a natural finish, and if it's actually sweat and humidity resistant. So I am using a brush on the right side of my face. This is it from Morphe, and please excuse my camera. I know it's not focusing right now, but it will focus eventually. And on the left side I did use a beauty blender, and the right side I'm going to be using a brush. So I normally like to go in with a sponge to apply any base foundation serum. I usually like to go in with my beauty blender. I just feel like it gives a more natural and skin-like finish, and it does feel matte already. It feels like it's already set. That's probably why it's going to be transfer proof and sweat and humidity resistant. Now this is a close-up of how my face looks. So I really like the right side because that's where I applied the primer. Like I said, I don't have anything on my left side, just my skincare, no primer. And honestly, it looks really amazing. I feel like it did such a good job in blurring my pores. I do have pretty bad texture on my face and I am breaking out, so just keep that in mind. But honestly, the right side of my face looks really great. It looks flawless. And what do you guys think? So I am going to be going to the mountains today, so I am actually going to be trying to wear this foundation as long as possible. I'm going to see if it's actually transfer proof and if it's actually sweat and humidity resistant. But I will say that it definitely has a natural finish and it feels very light on the skin. It does feel like a serum. It feels like nothing is on the skin. It feels very lightweight, so it's honestly really good. And I'm just going to be applying the products that I already know work very well for any foundation that I have on. So I'm just going to be using my Born This Way concealer from Too Faced, and I'm going to be going in with my Wet n Wild bronzer contouring stick. So now I'm just going to be bronzing up my skin where the sun naturally hits, which is the forehead, the cheekbones, and of course, I want a snatched nose. I really love this Wet n Wild MegaGlo contouring bronzing stick just because it's so easy to blend. Did you see how easy it blends? It's very affordable. It's only like $4 and it honestly works very well with every skin type. I do like using a brush to blend out my bronzer, and then I do like to go over with a beauty blender or a sponge, or you could also use that same foundation brush if you did use one, just to diffuse the harsh lines. Also, sorry, my camera isn't really focusing right now, but it will be focusing pretty soon. So now I'm just going to be going with a little bit more bronzer on my forehead and on my cheekbones. Or at least to give that illusion that the cheekbones are there, because as you can see, I do have pretty big cheeks. So I just want to make sure that they look a little bit more snatched and to make sure that my cheekbones are a little bit more visible. So now I'm just going to be going over with my beauty blender and making sure that the harsh lines are blended out. And I do like going with the same side on my sponge that I used with that concealer, just so it's easier to blend and gives a more natural-like appearance, which is what we all want. So I always like to go over with my beauty blender for the rest of my face just to make sure everything is nice. And like I said, I do like using products that I already know work very well with my makeup, and definitely this is one of them. It's the Rare Beauty Liquid Blush in the shade Bliss. So this is a matte one, and what I do like to do is I like to set my under eyes first, and then I like applying the liquid blush. When the first time I did this, I thought it was going to look kind of cakey, but it actually looks really beautiful. But it's up to you, whatever you want to do, if you want to do the same way that I'm doing, or if you want to apply it before you set your under eyes. So this is one of my favorite shades from Rare Beauty. I literally have like almost all of their shades. I just find them to be super duper pigmented and very easy to blend, and it feels very lightweight on the skin too. If I had to choose one beauty product from the whole entire line from Charlotte Tilbury, it would have to be this highlighter wand in the shade Goldgasm. I think this is literally the most perfect shade for me, and the best thing is that I think it would literally look flattering on every skin tone. I just love how golden it looks. I did try the Spotlight one, which is a little bit lighter, but I just felt like for me it didn't look too well, but I do like it. I just didn't really think it was as good as this one. This one actually is beautiful. It's golden. I just think it looks beautiful for medium and deep skin tones. I know Charlotte Tilbury products can be pretty expensive, but if you have to try one product, definitely check this one out. Again, it's the Charlotte Tilbury highlighter wand in the shade Goldgasm. Oh my gosh, please excuse my eyelids. I know they look very creasy, but we are going to be blending them out soon, so just bear with me. And I do love blending out that highlighter with the beauty blender. I just feel like it looks a little bit more natural-like, but you could use your beauty blender or your finger. I don't know what it is, but I just don't like using my fingers to apply my makeup. I don't know why, I just never liked it. I always preferred my beauty blender. I don't know if I'm the only one. Please comment down below if you are the same. Please comment down below if you know of another dupe for this one. I'm so willing to try it out. This looks so beautiful, and I don't think that there's another product out there like this one, but if you do know of one, please let me know. Okay, so now I'm just going to be using the Mercier in the translucent honey to set my under eyes. I don't know what it is, but seriously, every time I get my nails done, I just like getting my nails and just doing that noise with how it sounds, you know, that little clinking with the glass or anything. I don't know why, I just like doing that. So for a couple months now, I have been using a puff to set my under eyes, and it is truly life-changing. I kid you not, it gives you the most flawless, smooth blurring effect. I don't know what it is about a puff, but it just looks so beautiful. I would literally always do it with my brush, but I just wouldn't really like how it looked, and ever since I saw a TikTok that if you use a puff, your makeup would look super beautiful, and it's supposedly a makeup artist celebrity trick. So when I tried it, it's life-changing. Seriously, it's a game changer in the makeup world, so definitely try it out if you haven't already. Always make sure that you blend out any creases that you have before going with your setting powder. So next I'm going to be bronzing my skin, and I'm going to be using the NYX matte bronzer, and I do like using a large fluffy fan brush, and it's from Miss AOA, and it's literally only $1. I love a matte bronzer, so that's why I am going with this one, and I really do like it, so that's why, like I said, I'm going to go in with products I already know work very great with my makeup. So now I'm just going to be placing that bronzer wherever I applied the Wet n Wild MegaGlo bronzer stick. So you always want to place your bronzer in the high points of your face, that way they look a bit more lifted and more snatched. Also, if you do have a light foundation like how I did, then that way your face doesn't look flat with that lighter foundation. So I was so excited to hear that this was Ariel's favorite combination that he would put on Kim Kardashian. It's the Makeup by Mario blush in the shade Poppy Pink, and he would literally put the Rare Beauty liquid blush in the shade Happy first, and on top of that he would put this Makeup by Mario in Poppy Pink. I would literally do that all the time, and I was so happy to know that I had done that before I had even heard that he had done that. It was crazy. Anyways, we are going to be moving on to highlighter, and I love this one from Wet n Wild. It is in the shade Golden Crown. This is one of the most affordable and pigmented highlighters out there. Seriously, from Wet n Wild, they are so good, super pigmented, they are beautiful, and I love this shade specifically in Golden Crown. And I do like going over with my beauty blender just to make sure that it looks a little bit more natural. So now we are going to be moving on to eyes, and I am going to be using the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, and this is a very beautiful palette. It is $68, so it's pretty expensive, but anyways, I am going to be trying to speed through this process just so it doesn't get boring. And I am going to be creating a very easy and wearable everyday look. So now I'm just going to be applying that gold shimmer shade all over the eye, and that's basically it for the eyes. I'm also just going to be adding a brown liner to make it a little bit more glam. I honestly can't remember off the top of my head what the brand is from the brown eyeliner, but I will be linking it down in the description box, and I will be answering in the video. So now just putting some mascara and going in with the Ritzy lashes from Kiss. So it is 11:30 in the morning, and I am going to be wearing this foundation. Like I said, I'm going to be going to the mountains, so I'm hoping to wear this as long as possible. So I am filming this in the mountains, and it's 5:13 p.m. and I have been wearing this foundation for over 6 hours. It looks pretty great. I think the side that I didn't apply the primer, it looks a bit more textured, and this is my beautiful family. So it's currently 8:30 at night, 9 hours with the foundation, and on the right side I am wearing the primer, and this is a little bit more close up and personal of all my insecurities. So it's been a very long day. My lashes are about to fall off. The left side with no primer looks a little bit more textured and accentuated, and the right side that I did wear the primer looks a little bit more blurred. So what do you guys think? Overall, I'm really impressed with the primer and the foundation. They look very beautiful on the skin, and I definitely do recommend it to you guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching.